Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Tyranny. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're just to join me today here in the Scarlet Chorus camp as we talk to, well, there were three, actually there's a lot of prisoners over here, and we talked to them. We're talking in particular to this guy that interrupted the conversation that I was having with the Fifth Eye last episode. And if you missed it, well, you're not going to be completely aware of how that goes. But basically, we're in the track of something that relates to a big name in the resistance effort to resist. Let's see. Let's ask him who he is.
I'm Sage Lantry, one of the hired quills that was coordinating missives between the Vendrian Guard captains. They aren't paying me anymore and aren't coming to my rescue. So I'll decipher that parchment for you. That's what smart prisoners do, right? Make themselves useful?
I think so. Let's see. Running a household or army requires a great deal of logistical know-how, and it helps to be literate and capable of maintaining your own records and ledgers. Most leaders employ assistants known as hired quills to log harvests, schedule payments, balance payrolls, and dictate letters to friends and family. So it's basically an official accountant sort of thing. Okay, so can you read this?
Let me see. I can't.
You hold the parchment in front of the bound sage, and his eyes dart down the length of the missive. He reads the words a second time, nodding in silence.
I don't know exactly what it says, but I'm half certain that's Sage Selwyn's handwriting. I'm sure I could decipher that in a few hours' time. Don't need my hands free, but I think better when not tied to a post. I know, I'm weird that way.
Don't be cute with me. A few hours, asks the Fifth Eye. Either you can read it or you cannot. What use is a sage that doesn't know his letters? I've heard all I need to hear. I say we have fun with this one. Some fun with this one. Shut up, Fifth Eye. You're dumb. You're as dumb as you look. Yeah, it's what he says is totally right. Because if it's encrypted, you're gonna need to make calculations and all that sort of stuff. So yeah. No, not now. Let's not. Yeah. It can't hurt to give him a few hours. Come on. You read the edict. I don't need to tell you the sundial is working against us, says the Fifth Eye. This addled old bag is just trying to stall us. Untie him. And, no, actually, let's see. Yeah, the voices of Narat will be upset to know you squandered a source of enemy intelligence. How true. Then we shan't put him to waste. We will serve as a most riveting source of amusement as we put him on trial.
Fatebinder, I beseech you, be my advocate for this trial. I'm no fool. I know the chorus uses blood, not words, to settle these matters. But you are a servant of the Archon of Justice, are you not?
So I'm not answering to Lantry here. Fine, but I'll be his champion. I'm talking to the Fifth Eye here. So basically, I would admo as to what he's asking, and I could push on the. Yeah, let's go with this one. Fine, but I'll be his champion. This one needs to leave.
Good. I like it when Tunon's puppies get their paws dirty.
Nice.
I wouldn't mind taking a swing at some loudmouth chorus braggarts myself.
Did you hear that, brothers and sisters? I gain favor, nice. Raising his arms to the sky, the Fifth Eye roars for all the nearby to hear. Trial by combat is upon us! The sage is unbound from the post, stiff legs nearly buckle as he attempts to walk, and his arms flexed and flail in their new freedom. Wiping sweat and grime from his brow, the sage steps close to you with a nervous smile. Rhythmic roaring and the stomping of hundreds of feet in unison flood the camp. Hordsmen begin to circle and swirl about, brandishing weapons and cheering. If they got this worked up to fight the enemy, I venture war would be over by now, says Beric. Begin the chant of gathering, says the Fifth Eye. Let the warriors know that tonight's entertainment will soon commence. Trial by combat it is. Brothers and sisters, who among us sets the standard for strength? Who amongst us you will help winnow? What? Will you help? We know. Yeah. No, who amongst us will you help? We know the weak from the strong. The fifth eye waves his hand in the air, drawing in a gathering of chorus soldiers. Okay. They're just gathering. Our claimants have assembled. Now let the trial of the Oathbreaker begin. Okay, so I'm fighting Scarlet Furies. That's what I was looking for. So you have these girls back here, and they are... Oh, she's moving to ranged. Huh. Okay, so... I think I have a... Oh, he's gonna be my party member? Awesome. Okay, so I have a thing here that they are not gonna enjoy. This one breaks down the Fate Binder both... So what does he do? There wasn't there a Spectral Blur? No. Death from Above. That's the one. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the one at all. Oh, the Blood of the Fallen. That's the one. Okay, so I apply this over there. I'm gonna send you up to deal with... I'm gonna try and deal with that, and you're gonna try... And you have your melee, so you're gonna try and deal with that as well. And back here, Landry, what can you do? You have Titan's Touch. +2 Vitality for... +2... Yeah, that's just a buff. That's okay. Restoring Touch, that's a heal... So he's a healer. Okay, sounds good. Renewal. Allied AoE. Plus half armor per piece of armor worn for 60 seconds. 1 armor penetrated by attacks for 60 seconds. That's a nice one. Can you give this to everybody? Let's see what happens.
Your days.
Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna bring down the fast mode. Okay, slow mode. I don't want a slow mode. Okay. Can I do normal mode? There it is. Okay, so finish it versus finished ability. She is gonna do Death from Above. What does that do? Launch verse into the air, allowing her to unleash a series of well-aimed arrows into the target from above. Each of these arrows strikes true and has armor penetration. That would be good, especially against a Scarlet Fury that is currently Get Ripper.
Going anywhere.
Get Ripper? No. Is that the ability or is that the weapon? Because isn't Get Ripper one of the weapons that I have? No, Red Rivers. The other one was something else. Okay. You do that. Let me see if I can do something over here. Charged fist, not a fist, not really what I'm looking for. Blinded. That, I mean, how's things looking? She's the only one that's taking damage. The death from above is doing its work, and we have Spectral Blur for somebody. I'm not gonna do anything with that. Let's see what you can do, sir. He's a little bit injured. Was he injured before? Let's go with Titan's Touch. No, let's go with Titan's Touch on him. Yeah, actually. There it is. Okay, she leveled up, which is a good thing. She's going to be able to train. Lantry has just finished his ability. I'm going to heal her up a little bit. I'm not really sure if that's going to be required, but I'm going to try. I remind you I'm playing on hard, so things might go very badly if I just let them go very badly. And they're screaming a bunch, which is okay, and you're taking damage, which is not okay. I'm gonna need to... I would need to disengage from there, though. What can you do? You have Quill Strike. Let's see. Laundry throws a well-aimed quill at his target, interrupting them. Well, might as well go for that. Let's see if I can... I'm probably gonna be able to not... yeah, disengage right there. I was hoping for not a disengage, but that guy's going down. Okay, she's taking quite a bit of damage. That's not fine. Let's see what I can do here. Actually... Okay, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let's see if I can get... Burning Iron, launch a Burning Arrow that sets the foe on fire. That'll be a good thing. Let's go right there. Can you do that on close quarters? You can do Quicken. Launch it quickly, heals the Fate Binder with a... Can I... That's for me? No, don't do that. Attack this. Attack this guy.
I can't
See
take
what
much
she
more
decides
of
to do.
this.
She's on fire, though, so she got the same ability. Yeah, she's gonna die. So I got a potion here that she's gonna take. That is kind of required, and I have the Charged Fist over there that's 78% chance to hit. Oh, he's going down. I didn't see. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Get it. Okay, somebody went down as well. Barrick just finished his ability. Barrick, what can you do? You have anything interesting like striking iron? What's that for? Dual wield thrown weapons, one-handed. Okay, so strike at a single enemy, dealing significantly increased damage. That sounds like a good thing. Let's see if we can kill that guy over there. That's a kill right there, and let's bring you around. It's gonna be a disengage though. See if I can make you bleed. It's gonna be a problem right there. There it is. Okay, he's down. Yeah, he's down. Okay. He's alive. By the righteous shedding of blood, we have found our answer. Regrettably, it appears that the sage is worthy of leaving our camp alive. The fifth eye offers a short, mocking bow to Lantry. By the custom set forth by the voices of Nerat, you are free to go, old man. Brag to your grandkids that you fell afoul of the chorus, yet lived to tell the story. Yeah, that was fun. Your warriors almost put up a good fight. And I gain favor, of course. It really is bloodletting weather, is it not? My conscripts need to see more warriors of your skill in action. I thank you for the lesson you have given the camp. I thought I'd die tied to that post, says Landry. The sage looks down at his rope-worn wrists in disbelief. Now hand me that parchment. I'm certain I can decipher it. Okay, let's see. Are we gonna wait here? Please don't wait. Well, much of the parchment was weathered, but I could make out the important parts of the text. The note makes mention of a meeting spot west of Tripnettle. Tripnettle's wilderness is now unlocked on the world map. We're getting a bunch of areas. It makes me wonder if this area is just, like, a large portion of the game. Maybe it is. So the old sage, says the fifth eye. So the old sage knows his words, after all. I'd ask that you travel ahead and see if you can't get his Captain Florian to Florian to yield to the chorus. They will strike at first sight of the chorus gang, but perhaps they will parley if yours is the face they see. I know the area, and I suggest we go at once, says Landry. I'll show you the way. I'm eager to be far from the stench of this camp. You're offering to come with me? Why? Because the alternative is, what, living here with these illiterate brutes? My old study is under a river of fire, and there's no family missing me. Besides, I'd much rather chronicle the binder than that twice proclaimed an edict of Kairos. I'd be a fool to let someone else write your story. You want to chronicle me? Well, of course. Even if the burning library is never rebuilt, our work to chronicle the days and events needn't cease, and you are a noteworthy player in this world war. I can't think of another leaving Fatebinder that has been twice given the honor of proclamation. How about you just tell me... No, actually, I want him to come along because he's a spellcaster. Swear fealty to me, and I will let you leave this place with me. And I gain fear, as expected. If that is your price, says Lantry, I will pay it. I, Sage Lantry of the School of Ink and Quill, do pledge my services to Skine... my services and Skine, or Skeen, to the Fatebinder, and by extension, to the Court of Tunon. He dips his, into a steep bow before rising into a solemn smile. I know I may seem old and frail, but I know how to step lightly and how not to get killed. Really, oh well, you just got yourself killed, but sure, whatever, I understand. I won't slow you down, he says. Lead the way, and let me know if I can be of service. Are we done here? Asks Verse. Let's hightail it to Tripnettle. If your new pet doesn't behave himself along the way, I'm not above clipping his ears. Well, I'm sure if he doesn't, I am gonna clip his ears myself. Okay, so she leveled up, which is pretty good. She's healing up as well, but she's got wounds. And actually, the wounds can be seen over there. Wounded. -10 to all skills. That is pretty bad. I would like to sleep. But he's wounded as well. 3 wounds. Holy crap! That's pretty terrible. I like this, actually. It's much better than the way they did it in Pillars of Eternity. Although with the expansions, they changed that a little bit. With the original game, wasn't that hard on basically dying and all that sort of stuff. So what do we have here? He's got a bootsy. Oh, you can't use that. You can, what? Can only be used by things. Okay, sure. What did it say? This item can only be equipped by Verse. Okay, sure. What about this one? Ceremonial Fatebinder of Tunon. Can you wear that? Yeah, you can. It's much better than that crappy thing, that's for sure. And the gloves. There it is. A little bit better. What do you wield? Actually, let me see your skills. He is pretty terrible at everything because he's got -15 at everything. He's a lore guy. He's got Control Life, which is good for his magical stuff. He's got Parry, and he's got some dodge, but not too much. His weapon of choice is a magic staff, which we have training around here, which is good. Let's see. I'm going to try and get him to cast spells as much as possible, though. So we got an Earth Shaker Staff. What does he have? Lange's Quill. So I need that one over there, right? Yeah, I think that's how it goes. So I need these down here as well. Like so, and these are Lesser Sigil of Strength. These accents and expressions are kind of weird to me. But we're gonna need to rest. This is pretty problematic as it is. Let's see. So I can bring up one of these things. So affects duration, endurance, will, and what's the AoEs? The AoEs is intel. What's the AoE? Spell strength, magic defense, spell ability, attack. Nope. Accuracy. Okay, so this is the one I want. Resolve that increases affliction duration, endurance, and will and magic defense. Spell strength. That's the one. Of course it is. Oh, 2. Nice. Bring that up. Make him a little bit better at that. And is that all over here? Oh, well, for him it is. For her, I'm gonna bring up her quickness. Yep, right there. And now spells. She can get Skirmisher. So she has that already. Hobbled Prey. It requires 1 talent point. Okay. So first pins the target's feet with an arrow, hobbling them so they can move. So they move more slowly. That's an interesting thing, actually. Eternal Fire. Requires 1 talent, burning iron. Launch an arrow drenched in oil and covered in flame. She doesn't have that yet, does she? That's actually pretty good. Piercing arrows. Attacks made with bows gain armor penetration. I think she would be better with arrows than she is right now, because I'm getting her. She's got that stance. What's that stand for? That stance is for accuracy. Yeah. So actually, it's for valid weapons bows. Okay, so that's what I want. She's gonna be a little bit more bow than before. I think I don't need her at the front as much. She does take a bunch of punishing. The quickness there is going to make sure she shoots a bunch, so that's going to be good. So you got the duelist over here. I'm going to go with these, and I'm probably going to go with piercing, armor penetration. That's good. And nimble. While only wearing light armor, gain a bonus to dodge. Not really interested in that. Let's go with that one. She has... How many does she have to spend? Just 1. Okay, so you, preservation. He's got renewal, so he restores the party's weapons and armor to pristine condition, increasing the damage from weapons and protection from armor. That's... Wait a minute, you have... Weapon degradation? No. Do we? It doesn't say anywhere. Does it? It doesn't. Huh. It doesn't. So... What? I guess it's just... Oh, okay. Okay, it's just like... It's just the flavor of it. It just adds... It adds, +1, yeah, it's the thing we had before. Let's see what I have here. Greater Renewal. So, empowers Landry's Renewal ability, granting an even greater increased weapon damage and armor. And I've got hiccups, by the way. And this is a buff. I'm gonna go with that, because this is a pretty powerful buff right there. I think it's gonna be good. We have Arcane Shield, grants a bonus to Arcane Armor and Magic Defense to yourself. Effects and Magic Defense. Is that a passive? Oh, that's a passive. That's an interesting one. Gift Healer, so controls life skill. Improves control life skill. Control life. Determines the character's ability. Nope. Oh, that's just a plus to the skill itself. Huh. Control Vigor skill. What? So this one gives control Vigor. Determines the character's ability to draw and control spells that use the sigil of Vigor. I want both of these, actually. Let's go with that. And I can't have any more. So let's save, and there we are. Man, I have my spellcaster now. But we are going to need to sleep very, very soon. What do we have here? Rusted Sword goes over there. And we have something else over there. Can't I auto-loot it? What's that for? Oh, none. Oh, okay. Shattered Glass Vial. Get that. Let's go to the trainers. Rag and Baz. We're going to be able to train 3 people. We're going to spend a bunch of money over here, but that's because I really think I'm going to be leveling up a bunch. So, Baz, show me what you have. Baz has bows. That's pretty good for her. Let's train that right there. Fantastic. And you have dual wheel unarmed combat and bows. Not really your thing, and not really your thing either. So let's see. Actually, I need to look at their progression through the level, so I could wait until I go back to camp, which might never happen, but we'll see. So I got Magic Staff, which is for him, and what? Is he really that bad? No, I'm gonna go with Lore. Lore is important there. That's actually gonna allow us to get a thing that we missed before. So Lore is important there. What do you have? You can go with Subterfuge. Does that do any passive attack or something? I'm gonna wait for him. I'm gonna wait with him right there. And see if I can go back home and train a little bit there. But for right now, I think we're done with this map. Let's see. So we had the 5th eye over there. Do I need to talk to him again or something? We never went into any of the tents. Oh, we can rest there. Nice. Let's just talk to this guy, see if he has anything. First, I save. The 5th eye, commander of the local Scarlet Chorus, surveys his camp. Was there anything else? Well, apparently... Oh, apparently I didn't ask a bunch of him. So what is your role in the chorus? Okay, so while the wall of the chorus remains loyal to the voices of Narat, I am truly the, most loyal. His voice becomes wistful. Oh, so loyal. Of his numerous warriors. He's a crimson spear, says Verse, part of the Archon's inner circle. Dozens of the strongest gang bosses answer to him, and from there, the order trickles down from the rest of the army, to the rest of the army. I am the Archon's martial retainer, he says, and humble servant. I am his eyes and his ears, but also his mouth, for I speak with his authority when he is absent. He twirls his flying spear in his hands, and I am his killing edge, and when the rebel is moved to war. Do you ask for his honor? Did you ask for his honor, I ask? I did not have to. The voices of Narat saw the need inside of me, and through his arcane ministrations burnt away the clinging, clawing parts of me that foolishly resisted his enlightenment. Disgusting as I may find his creatures, says Beric, the fifth eye is not the only one who has suffered changes in the service of this war. No indeed, you ironclad behemoth. He looks Beric up and down with interest. Have you ever considered jumping ship and enlisting with the chorus? With strength like yours, we could have you leading a decorated gang in your first week. If I ever jumped ship, it would only to sink to the bottom of the waves, beyond the reach of you and your parasite of an Archon. Good thing you mentioned loyalty twice. Now I'm really convinced, I suppose. The fifth eye stares at you, arms folded. He says nothing. I think he is loyal, but maybe not in a common way. We'll see. So are all the Crimson Spears as odd as you? I would not ask you to speak of the other Fatebinders. I will not speak for the other Crimson Spears. He is odd as fuck because he's an eye, says Verse. Not because he's a Crimson Spear. The Spears are a cold, determined bunch. Eyes are a breed apart. Owning a fraction of the Archon's secrets is madness. Huh. So when did you take the vows of the chorus? Like most of the conscripts here, I did not need a cudgel against the head to see the wisdom of the Archon of Secrets. I proudly joined the chorus in its nascent days. Or nascent days? I know what it means. It's early days. Left my home in Bastard City to join with the incoming chorus, and the rest is glory and history. These days, says Verse, you follow the chorus or die. We would choose the path and kill to defend our place. We who choose the path and kill to defend our place are the old guard, she says. Even if it's been 2 or 3 years, the chorus has a short memory. She nods to the fifth eye with grudging respect. Okay. So he's really one of like an important guy. I mean, I suppose he would be, but yeah. What can you tell me about the Ascension Hall? At the center of Vendrin's Well, at the base of the mountain spire. He points to the northeast, where the spire cuts a vertical line rising above all the other mountains into the horizon. Is a small fortification. Ascension Hall is the name of the Citadel's inner council chamber. We had left a garrison when this valley was first taken, in 429, with the Citadel being their base of operations. When the Oathbreakers staged their revolt, the garrison at Ascension Hall was defeated. Makes sense that Kyros's edict would demand that we burn this rebellion back to its point of origin. Yeah, I suppose. What do you know of the disfavored commander? Our Marshal Iranius is a doting warrior, just like the Archon of War. She is one of a few select disfavored, cautious and cowardly enough to be trusted with the Archon's iron toddlers. No doubt her primary qualifications include being related to Ash. The Legion's a little big into its pedigree, if you catch my drift. Keep insulting my commander and I'll slap that mask off your face. Not that I'm eager to see what's inside, says Beric. Stand down, Beric. I'm addressing the fifth eye, please. And I gained favored with Scarlet Chorus, but gained fear with Beric. Fear is totally fine to have. Oh, sorry, bump on the microphone. If you don't need my counsel, says Beric, then I'm happy to keep it to myself. I'm not much for talking under the best of circumstances, and this doesn't even nearly qualify. Oh, that was Beric talking. Though I am loath to speak highly of her, says the fifth eye, I cannot deny she is a brilliant swordsman, and the other disfavored seem to take her seriously, despite the serious stick she's propped up her backside. So who's the strongest of your camp? I am, naturally, says Verse. Well, the Archon is, without question, the mightiest in camp. Deathnell is the master trainer here, and she's almost tough enough to take me. She's a biter, I mean. Don't tell her I told you that, but she can be trusted to fight and lead. And while her humility is lacking, Verse is correct. She's been running with the Furies even longer than Deathnell. Too bad that skill and Poisance did nothing to save her sisters. No humility? Well, I don't actually like that in a fighter, to be honest. My character doesn't. What happened to her sisters? I gain fear with verse, of course. I understand that our little torchlight here became the victim of her own morality. A spasm of discomfort or hesitation stayed her sword and shattered the focus of a coordinated attack. Did I have the right of it, dear? Look, don't ask. I'll tell you about it in my own time, says Verse. Yeah, you will, but I want your fear to be up a little bit, and also your loyalty, if you could, please. So is there a reliable quartermaster or a peddler in camp? Talk to Sneagler Dagos. He's wise enough not to steal from you, and he'll only cheat you a little bit. He's right over there. He points nearby to the east. But he has the important honor of trying to arm, all my merry little conscripts. So don't expect Kyrus' army or anything. Yeah, I suppose not. See you later, though. So we never really did talk to the guy. I guess we're gonna do that next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Tyranny. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.